Hey guys, it's Vala, and today I'm going to be reading a fan fiction. So, for some reason, I have a feeling that I should wear a wig while reading this fan fiction. I'm going to do so. Okay, I'm back. So, this is a bit tangled because, it's been here for quite some years. So, let's just begin this journey of the fan fiction. This is my first time doing this, and I'm kind of scared. Dan and Phil were laying on Phil's bed together while watching a movie. When the movie was over, Dan shut off his laptop and looked over at Phil. I'm already getting what the heck. Phil was fast asleep. He looks so darn cute, Dan thought to himself. He bit his lip and lay down next to Phil. He pressed his lips against Phil. Okay, please don't tell me this is a lemon. Please don't be a lemon. Please just don't be a lemon.
That's beautiful.
Please don't be a lemon. Where was I? I effing love you. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna curse on here, so. I effing love you, Dan whispered into Phil's ear while running his fingers through Phil. Okay.
It's just so
Okay. Dan. Good night, babe, Dan said as he kissed Phil and cuddled up to him. I love you, and one day you'll know that. Dan sighed and fell asleep, curled up next to Phil. I'm afraid. Oh, that's the end of the chapter? Okay. Phil's paw. I woke up with Dan's fingers in my hair and his adorable face close to mine. I ran my fingers through his hair and kissed him on the forehead. Wake up, sleepyhead, I said to Dan, smiling brightly. When Dan saw me, he had the wildest smile on his face, which made me really happy. I might have a chance to tell him I am in love with him. Aww. Dan's paw. When Phil woke me up, I was so happy to see him. I was so happy to see his bright, shining face. I hope he didn't notice my fingers in his hair. I pulled my hand away quickly. Do he didn't notice? I think that's supposed to say so he didn't notice, not do he didn't notice. Everyone makes mistakes. Isn't that like some Hannah Montana song or something?
Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. Oh, yeah. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Everybody gets that way.
Or is it like Selena? I don't know. One of those Disney stars. I felt a wet spot on my head, like a kiss mark. It couldn't be, could it? Does Phil like me too? I might actually have a shot with him. All of these thoughts filled my head as I stared into Phil's beautiful blue eyes. What cow? Everyone's looking at me while I'm reading the fan fiction. I don't know why I have to emphasize fan in fan fiction. Maybe because it's a fan fiction. So, want to have breakfast with me? Breakfast with me? Phil asked. I was lost in his beautiful eyes. Dan? Phil asked. I snapped out of it and answered quickly. Yeah, I love to. I had butterflies in my stomach as I walked. As I walked into the kitchen with him. We both got some cereal. Why did I say it like that? Cereal. We both got some cereal. His hand touched mine as I handed him the box. The butterflies came back stronger. We both smiled at each other as our hands I was just choking on my own spit, sorry. Shoot, where was I? Drifted. Okay, we both smiled at each other as our hands drifted apart. We sat and talked about video ideas as we ate. I smiled at him the whole time, and he smiled back. Later that day, Dan and Phil were watching a movie on Dan's bed. Dan looked over and Phil was asleep. Dan smiled and licked his lips. I really don't want to continue reading this. He took off his shirt and carefully and slowly undid the buttons on Phil's shirt. Please no. He saw that Phil was starting to wake up and he ran his fingers across Phil's chest and pretended to be asleep. I really don't want to continue reading. Please just let this book be over. I woke up with my shirt unbuttoned and shirtless Dan sleeping next to me. Have my fantasies come to life. Oh god, please. I ship them, but I mean, jeez. I ship them, but I don't make a whole fan fiction about it, okay? It had me thinking, did Dan do this? Maybe he is in love with me too. Should I confess my love to him? What if he didn't do this? Who did? I can't ask him, that would be weird. I got these thoughts out of my head and brushed it off. There's no way he would love me. Maybe as a friend, but never the way I felt about him. Aww. It makes me sad. I've decided I need to tell him soon. I don't know how, but I'll figure it out. Dan's paw. I drifted off to sleep while pretending to sleep. What? I found myself having a pretty interesting dream. I wanted to tell Phil I loved him, but I kept it to myself, and then I exploded. Literally. It was messed up, but at that very moment, I realized I have to tell Phil. This is getting intense. Both Dan and Phil have decided they have to tell each other their secret. Dan, I have to tell you something, Phil said, and bit his lip nervously. I can't even finish the sentence. So do I. I have been keeping it a secret for a while now, Dan said. So have I, Phil said. I love you, they said in... Shoot, I can't read that word. It's such a... Oh, unison. They said in unison. They smiled at each other. So, will you be my boyfriend? Phil asked. Don't be stupid, of course, babe. Who uses babe anymore? It's like bae. Phil does?
Yeah, I want to say babe.
I didn't even notice it. Okay. They started making out on the couch, and I continued on with their normal lives, but they were both happier than ever before. That's it? That was like this. Okay, no offense to the writer, but like, it was okay, but like, the chapters were a bit too short. Anyway, I just realized I look at myself instead of looking at actual... Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Please comment what you think about that fanfiction. But anyway, please like this video if you liked it. Comment below what you think about this video, and subscribe to see more amazing, awesome videos. And if you ship fan, please comment below saying fan, or just comment below telling me that you ship fan. Once you do that, we are friends. Kala doesn't really ship fan.
I do, but I don't.
Like, she doesn't ship Destiel either.
No, just no.
She just ships stupid people together, and I hate
I
it.
ship, if you watch Aphbow, I ship Aphbow and Anna.
Minecraft poop. That is what she freaking watches. Minecraft poop. Anyway, please... I'm about to repeat what I just said before. Okay, anyway, bye. What the heck, Cal?